Day 17, y'all. All right, today we're going to be talking about a VSL, which is a video sales letter. So yesterday was all about getting your sales copy done for your 1-2 punch sales funnel. Today is about that VSL. So it's a video sales letter. And like we said yesterday, get Jim Edwards' book. Get his book.
Yes.
Get his book. We are where we're at because we pulled nuggets from so many other people who are just phenomenal what they do.
That's right.
I just want to just put that out there. I'm really, Mike and I are pretty anti. People are like, I'm a self-made, millionaire. I'm a self-made. They learned from somewhere. They pulled nuggets from someone and different places, and they learned. And so that's why we're big on being like, hey, this we got from this person. And so another person I wanted to bring up was Garrett White. I love his VSL points. So it's the pain. He starts with like, you always want to nail down the pain and the problem. Start with that. What pain and what problem does your ideal client have? Then he goes to what's possible. What's possible? Like get them dreaming, get them thinking. Then the possibility of the path, like showing them how like, hey, there's a path. Like I've taken it. I've had other people take it. They've succeeded. They've gotten past the pain and they've seen success. And this is the path. And then he goes into the pitch. I would say, man, that is a powerful formula for a VSL. If you're like, man, I want to just crank this out. I don't have time to get Jim Edwards' book. I don't have time to check out funnel scripts. This is kind of like that quick way to do VSL. And what Garrett will do even is he'll split those even up into four videos if you want. But so that's what you got to take. Everyone's going to tell you different things, and you got to kind of formulate. There's nuggets and there's truths and principles that match up in all of them, but you've got to make it your own.
That's right.
Make it your own because it's got to come. The video sales letter, the VSL, has to come out natural and authentic and fit you. And another nugget from Garrett is that he's like, I'm super anti that sale, like how you lead up to the sales thing, and then at the end you're like, and everyone feels that you're building up to the sales thing.
It's a real moment.
And he's just like, I'm for like diffusing it and getting it out there right out the gate. And I love that. Like when I heard that, I was just like, that's genius. It's like, man, if you're resonating with anything, so you just drop it in. He drops it in, I think, every he does long VSLs, but he'll drop it in every 3 to 5 minutes. Like, hey, if you're resonating with this, click the link below to get data X, Y, or Z. You're gonna hear different kind of way of doing things from Russell, if you read Russell's book, or different ways from Jim or Garrett. So there's different ways and methodologies, but finding a way that's your own. But a simple out the gate one is Garrett's. I think that the pain or the problem, what's possible, the possibility of the path, and then the pitch.
That's right.
But he'll even drop the pitch right in the beginning. He'll be like, dude, if you're resonating with what I'm saying right now, like just go and hit the button below. And so
he's good at that. It's the pitch, no pitch.
It's the
exactly. You're not trying to
exactly.
sell. You're showing them that you can be there for that person in a way that's going to transition them to get to achieving the results, right? Getting them through the struggles, getting him, because he's been there himself, especially when he knows exactly who he's talking to. And it was back then, it was that man, still does serve them, but man who's struggling to be the man, own up, be the man, be that man who is going to bless his queen and take care of his home and all the things. He was talking to his old self, and that's why he said, look, you know where you're at, this is what's happening at any one moment. If you're resonating, come and connect with me. Let's get you over that. Came natural. And that's the key. So for you, same thing. If that doesn't make sense, let's have a dialogue. Let's talk about it. We'll get you under that clarity moment. Again,
and that's why we keep dropping this. Just like Garrett will be like, hey, if you need help. We didn't do it in the beginning videos, the first section of this course, because most of those we don't see people having issues with. But where there's issues is kind of starting now. The funnel building, the copy, and those things. So if you need help, reach out to us. Like Mike said, we have coaching. We have other ways to help you. But I really think that Garrett's method, like if you're feeling overwhelmed, I think that's a really great place and a great way to start. And a lot of people shy away from starting with the problem and negative, but it's like, man, that's where it's gold. If you hit on that problem, that pain point. And another thing that Garrett, I feel like this is like of sales, like we should be affiliates for Garrett. We're not, but man, you hound in on that pain, because if you think about it, these things, the pain points probably affecting many areas of his life. Like it was like a whoa, hey, that totally makes sense. He was talking about health, like how your health doesn't just affect your health. Like it was like getting fit, like wanting to get fit, and like someone selling nutrition stuff or something like that. And it was like, man, your health actually affects, like if you're not confident in how you look, it's gonna affect your marriage. You're gonna kind of shy away from, you know, being intimate with your spouse, or it's gonna affect that relationship. And even in your sales, if you're not confident, you're feeling like, oh dude, I feel like I'm 50 pounds overweight and I'm just not confident. It's gonna affect your sales. It affects, you know, all these things, your health, your family, how you are with your kids, and how much you can play with them. And I was like, when I heard him explain that, I was like, oh my gosh, ding, ding, ding. And then what I love, he's like, because once you show them that, then the price point you can negotiate with, it changes.
All right.
Because when you show them that, hey, like your health doesn't just affect your health, it's affecting your business, your marriage, your family. And so all this to say is that don't shy away from hitting on the pain points that your person, your ideal client has, because it's powerful. And it's true. There's like, you want to be real with it. You don't want to like be like, you know, don't go there. The cheesy manipulation, don't go there. But when you really show that, hey, this does affect these other areas of your life, but don't be afraid to bring those into your VSL and your sales copy. But we will wrap this up.
Ooh, yeah. Last point, and that is when she was just nailing this, because when he's talking to a man, I was listening, and when he says something about being overweight, fat, I mean, brutally honest, brutally in your face kind of stuff, like you brutally, truthfully, I was like, yeah, I am. I'm fat, I'm not proud of myself, I'm overweight, I'm not feeling good. This affects my marriage, it affects my how I treat my kids, what I did in my business, how I couldn't go at being as mobile and agile and having fun like I was used to, or even go out and surf and exercise. I was like, all the things. So it does make sense, and that's what was key. I was like, dude, he's speaking right to me. Did he read my mail? How the heck did he get behind the scenes of my home, of who I am and how I'm built? There it is. He spent the time, like we talked about a few videos back. Know your who. Doing that research.
And what that shows the person who you're trying to sell to is that you've listened to them. You've taken the time to really think about, like, hey, where are they at? What are they struggling with? It's like if someone came up and they're just trying to like sell you something, you're like, dude, back off. But if they're like, you walk up and you show that you care and that you're listening to them, you're listening to what they're going through, you're listening, and you're even listening to see if there's, again, back to Jeremy Minor, listening to if there's a sale to be made, not just hounding, but knowing your who and knowing the problems that they go through is like having that convo where you're listening. You're not just talking. You know, if you're at a conference, it always makes me think of when you're at a conference and you got those pushy people coming up to you and you're like, back off. Instead of just like, hey, what's up? And getting to know you and listening, have a convo. Like, there's a big difference. And so don't be that annoying person who's just like, a pop-up spam type person. Like, show that you listened, show that you know what they're going through, show them that you have the path, you have the solution, and then pitch it to them, and pitch it with confidence, guys. You got this.
Come on.